Hello everybody, welcome to Dakman Productions and welcome to the Greenberg Train Show here in Delaware at the Chase Center on the Riverfront Center. And today we're going to check out the train show here in Delaware. Usually it's on a smaller scale, but you never know what you may find here. And besides that, train shows are about meeting people and being going to a social event. So it's more than just, looking at layouts and stuff. It's just meeting people and having fun and going somewheres. And at any rate, so we'll see what's here. I'm wondering if Sean's Train Depot will be here today. Basically, I know he's in Delaware. I'm thinking this is right in his backyard, but I'm not sure what YouTube channels might meet today, if any. So we'll go inside and see what kind of show we have today. So walking into the Chase Center here, of course, I'm a little early, as usual. I like to be early to these shows. And here's the entry right there to get in. So waiting, looks like that poor guy's had a hard night last night. But I should be so lucky to get to be his age. And then looking behind, and people are starting to line up here for the show. As time moves on, the staff is starting to scan in the tickets. And I got a little surprise, you guys. I ran into a YouTube channel. Let's check him out. Hello, everybody. We're here at the Greenberg Train Show here in Delaware. And we have Eric Treyman, who is a YouTuber. And tell us a little bit about your channel there, Eric.
Yeah, so I focus mainly on big steam, and I've got a series right now that I'm working on highlighting some of my favorite big steam engines, as well as some kind of unique pieces in my collection, and then also working on expansion on my layout that's got an engine facility and some storage tracks too.
Now you're an O-gauger, right?
Correct. Yep, 3-rail.
Okay. Yep. And you do high rail or?
Yep, high rail, a lot of MTH Premier, Lionel Legacy, modern type stuff.
All right, and check out Eric's channel. Yep. He's got a great channel. I ran into it, and I rather enjoy it myself. And he also has some trains out here for sale at the Greenberg Train Show here in Delaware. So check him out if you're coming to the show. Do you normally come to the Delaware show there, Eric?
I don't. This is my first show that I've ever done, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay, and we'll catch you later.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Sure. After meeting Eric, we move on, and here's some hats for sale and buttons. I love these vehicles here that are for sale with the lights, and it looks like they operate off a 9-volt battery, but I want to do something like this on my own using Evans Designs lighting for vehicles. But it's so cool to see this for sale done. Next up, we have some HO nicely displayed on tables during the Greenberg Train Show here in Delaware. And it's by the Train Room. Here we have some shirts for sale, or train-related shirts, including tie-dye train shirts, which I really think are cool, and I got one myself. So check these out when you go to the train shows. We have some MTH Premier for sale. There is plenty for sale, but I got permission to film this. There's other MTH and Atlas for sale during the show. If you've never been to the Chase Center, this is just the lobby. There's a whole different room into what they call the Wilmington Hall. So here is where the rest of the vendors are at and the layouts, and I pan around and just sort of show you the size of the room. There was a huge amount of S-gauge American Flyer for sale. There was just tables and tables of S-gauge. It was so impressive. This show attracts private sellers who have private collections or big collections, and that's why you want to go to smaller shows, is because you get to see stuff that being sold from them. So you're buying from a collector, so you know it's taken care of. I mean, look at all this S-gauge. I mean, this is all S-gauge this one guy has. Accessories, trains. That's the most I've ever seen S-gauge at a show. So here we have Menards, and yes, this is the same seller who had the Menards at the Great Scale Train Show, who was in my video. He's also at the Edison Greenberg Train Show. So if you're looking for Menards stuff, you can catch him at Edison as well. He's normally always in Edison and always has this huge display. He's got some cool stuff. I sort of wish he had the FedEx building because I would have bought that from them, but apparently they're sold out. Sorry about putting my fingers in there. I normally somehow or another end up doing that. So let's give the Philly NMRA booth a little visit. He's going to explain something to us about a layout he's got on the table.
But it's the way I have this set up. This is kind of interesting because it's controlled by the phone.
Oh, so this is a phone control, huh?
Well, sort of. That's just a regular DC locomotive.
Okay.
There's a Bluetooth decoder underneath here.
Wow.
And I basically have it going to this transformer, giving it power.
Right.
And then the motor leads go to the rails. And then this is actually a battery too, so we don't ask for electricity. So we can run these all the time. But yeah, it's pretty much, it's like it's DC, but it's DCC at the same time,
Wow.
It's cute.
That is cool, Bluetooth decoder. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah.
And what's the name of the decoder that you're using? Oh.
Blue Rail.
Blue Rail.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out. I mean, the guy basically stopped production for a little bit, but I think he's back online doing stuff. He actually hooked up with somebody. I don't know if it was Tam Valley or somebody, but... No. You don't do Yankee Dabbler.
It's so Mike. I look what happened, Mike.
Oh, yeah, big fat guy.
I never met him.
Another big fat guy.
I never met
No.
So let's check out Burger's box car. Looks to be all HO, Athearn. You guys know more about that than I do. Atlas and so looking through all this, and make sure if you can't make it to a train show and you contact these people, let them know you saw it on the Dakman Productions video. Once again, you have hobby shop and vendors who seem to bring the whole store with them, and here we have a whole bunch of Walthers and Bowser and a lot to choose from. So don't underestimate the smaller shows. I would still attend them and come out and visit everybody. So here we have railroadinthebox.com, an interesting concept for those who don't want to build their own modules or platform, but you can buy what they call Railroad in a Box. It comes with all the platform you see there, but you add your own track, you add your own scenery, you add your own bridges, you add your own gravel and ballast and so forth and so on to create your own railroads. So they give you the basic platform to start with, but you still have to add the scenery. It does not come like you're seeing it here. But it's cool because it gives you the base or the layout to start with, so you can build your own or create your own railroad without having to build the base of it. And so we pan around here and we look at the trains running. And they really detailed this. Channel 6 Action News was on the scene. It's nice to see a TV cover train show, or TV news station, that is. So let's take a look at the New Jersey Southern layout on display, which is an N-gauge layout. Now, there wasn't a whole lot of layouts on display. There was only a couple. But we're still going to take a tour and take a look at different things. You guys are going to love this layout. I'm telling you, even though it's N-gauge, you're going to be blown away. And here you go, Ravenhawk. There's a Prime truck there, right there on the bridge for you. I look at that Prime tractor trailer and I think of Ravenhawk. And so we walk around, looking at the different buildings and structures. Right now, they're having a little hard time with electrical bugs and are trying to figure it out. So I figured it was a good time for a tour, just to look around at the different scenery and stuff. And you guys are going to be blown away. You're going to want to keep looking at this video because we're going to run across something I was really impressed with. And I really like how well detailed they made this. It's like, it just blows me away. For something so small, I didn't think it could be this well detailed, especially the weathering. I mean, I don't know how these guys are doing it. They must wear binoculars or something. I don't know, but and it looks so real. Everything they've done looks real. It's not like they just splash paint on it. I mean, it's really intricate. So I continue the tour of this layout. We walk around, still looking at the wonderful detailed scenery, and this is a pretty big layout for Engage. I mean, it's huge. Um, and check this out right in here. I mean, that was all very well done. I like the river underneath of the bridge, uh, the fields, the roads. I mean, the amount of time that must have went into this is unimaginable because it's look at the trees. I mean, even the trees are placed in a way where they look so realistic, and the track is laid out with the ballast. And I don't know if these guys have videos on this stuff, but it is so neat. And I'm wondering what this piece is, and they tell me it's a coal loader. So it looks very unusual to me, but now that I see it, yeah, okay, coal loader. I've never seen anything like that before. So that was my first time seeing that. So even though I'm not engaged, I still learned something today. You know, I still learned something from a club. I'm really impressed with how they were able to light the track yard switches, and other switches or feature lights as well. I mean, I've never seen this done on Engage. I figured it'd be too small to do something like that, but there you see it. They have lights that actually really work when you throw the switch that trips either green or red. And here we have the yard, the swooping yard. Notice the yard is not straight, it swoops around a mountain. That was a good idea. Then we have this bridge going on here that goes through another area. Again, a short bridge there through a little quarry. Just all these great ideas coming through. I mean, a cool track yard, and it's not straight. It swoops, or has turns and bends, and so not all yards are straight across. And I really like that part. And here we have some more details coming through. He's remember getting train ready, or trying. Again, they're trying to work out some bugs. They're having issues with electrical bugs, but that's all right. We'll go ahead and do a video tour. And I'm watching him pull this train because it actually has a Fred or an EOT device, a red flashing light. And Engage, I mean, again, it's something I have not seen in Engage. I didn't realize you could do stuff like this on something so small. I mean, this is super cool, being able to do something like that. And again, we have the scenery. You have a little fire going on there under the bridge, and a barrel. They used a flickering light, it looks like. Stuff that you would normally see on a bigger scale layout. So they're doing, lights and features on an N-gauge layout that you would normally see like on HO or O-gauge. And just check out, I'm just going across here and checking out all the individual lights at all the switches. See, there you got the green light there, another light. I just thought this was a cool idea. I really like this layout. So here's what I wanted to show everybody, this building. I'm really fascinated by this building. And this building has changed my perspective about N-gauge forever. I didn't think in a million years you could actually detail N-gauge scenery this well. I mean, you have not only the figures outside, but if you look at this area and you look into the windows of the building, you will see figures inside. And keep in mind, yes, this is N-gauge. This is not, HO. it just amazed me with the lighting and everything looks so realistic. They did a wonderful job on this building. It almost looks like a Menards building in a way. Here we have the miniature Coca-Cola machine. You have the LED lighting. You have the gas bottles and gas tanks there. Very well done. I gotta give whoever built this thing 2 thumbs up and 10 stars. And check out this one. I mean, here's another one that's well done. Coca-Cola machine. You got the figures. Well, they got some trains up and running, so we're going to look at some train action on this layout. Let's have some fun.
Poor baby.
Poor baby.
You see something? I see something. Yep. I love it. What's that? That's Things have changed. And the last couple Right at a joint? Yeah, but we're sending another train. That track is going over the green line.
Oh, I got you.
And the other line is yellow. So I can't throw the switch right now. Right, but if I did, that would be yellow. That's yellow. So what we're doing is, I'm running the green, which is the mountain, and yellow. In other words,
These are all green, so that's just the green. They're not.
no,
they're not
yeah, right. This would be green, right there. So we make the outline blue. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. See the scratch that he's on?
Yeah.
That's called the blue line.
Right.
So if I throw that switch, okay,
టన్నెల్లో
it'll go to
అందుకనే
the yellow, and so will this. And that switch will throw the plate to this track.
Put them on the green.
So I'm so glad to see other people running prototypical. Here we have a tank train with 2 buffer cars up front. Buffer cars being those 2 hopper cars. Union Pacific requires 2 buffer cars in the front and 1 in the rear as well. So with a tank train, you're supposed to run buffer cars, and you can use hopper cars or box cars. But Union Pacific, BNSF, they use hopper cars.
Come on, baby, keep going.
Man, that thing's neat. Isn't it though?
It's okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Look, you're on TV. You're on TV.
What?
It's fun.
Go have a good lunch. Got your tea?
Here we have a narrow gauge HO train, which is HON30 or HON3. You guys will correct me, but it's HO trains that run on N scale track, so it's basically HO narrow gauge. And here we have a trolley, and what's neat about these trolleys is he's using Lionel HO track. And the power to the trolley is actually coming off the trolley wire from the top. So it's not getting power from the track, it's actually really getting power from the overhead wires like a real trolley does. So the way he did this is really neat. And the rails are just basically a ground. So the power comes from the trolley wire, and then the ground wire is going to the both rails of the track. I believe the correct terminology might be HON3. I'm sure you guys will correct me, but it's HO narrow gauge that runs on N scale track. Really cool stuff. It's neat that you're using an overhead wire to actually power this, right?
Yes, indeed. Nothing like the real thing. Oh, what happened here?
Uh-oh.
Picked up some speed there.
I did the wrong control.
Oh.
That's what happens when you're talking to people and not realizing.
I hope he's not blaming Dakman Productions for that crash just because I asked him a question. But in case he does, I blame Heath. Heath made me do it of Human City Junction. Go check out his channel.
This one has trolleys and you can follow it all the way down. This is...
Thomas and Bossy!
No, this is HO.
You're Thomas and
What kind of
Bossy,
traffic
Daddy!
Thomas and Percy.
Yeah, look! Right here!
Okay, there it is. Look at that. See the power, the red right there? That's
And
the power.
Incoming car has power on the rail. When his uninsulated wheels bridge that gap,
Bridge that gap.
he feeds track to the car that's
Okay, that's so cool. Look, watch. Now Now this trolley is gonna go over, and he's gonna tell that trolley to go. Watch. He was just explaining. That's what the picture was he showed us. Look, watch. Look, watch this. Uh-oh. Look, and he told the trolley to go. And now this one's gonna stop.
And he can only stop until the
And he
single
has-
track
yeah.
line all the way down.
It's a single track. Okay, let's go on this side.
My narrow cage all back together.
We'll go on this side here.
There we are.
So we're not behind him with all the electronics. Look, let's watch him go.
Come by over this side.
Yeah, look.
So taking a look at some more vendors here, we have the Yankee Dabbler, who's also in Edison, who is at the Great Scale Train Show as well. Has a large following of customers for sure, selling scale trains, Kato or Kato, however you want to say that. I know there's a debate about that alone. Next up, we have JD Hobbies. And JD Hobbies has a lot of N-Gauge here for sale. So for those who are N-Gaugers or like N-Gauge, there's a ton of choices he's got. And then over here, he's got a wonderful layout display. And you'll find in the last Great Scale Train Show video that I created, he makes these layouts available for people to be able to purchase and buy them. Even though this layout is small in size, it packs a wonderful punch. I mean, it has everything that you would want to have on a layout. It has the scenery, the trains, the bridges, the houses, structures, water, lights. I mean, there's just a ton of features this layout has for its size. I mean, it pretty much has everything just about that a large layout would have as far as features and details. It's really nice, wonderfully nice, nicely done. And it shows you that you can fit a lot in a small spot, a lot of detail. As I mentioned in my last video, the best way I believe to view a layout is straightforward or straight on, not from over the top. And having the glass in front allows somebody to have a display like this to keep, pets out or small kids out, but also being able to see the layout operate straightforward on. I mean, this is wonderfully done, and I like how this ended up looking, actually. Here we have W.M. Becker Old Toy Trains, and look at these cool trains. And I'm not familiar with post-war, pre-war, so I'll let you guys figure that part out, what's what here. But, just give you an idea what's at the shows, that's all. Ran into this great private seller who was selling G-scale trains, and he watches my videos, so thank you very much for recognizing me, and here's some of the stuff that's for sale. I had to include these shirts in this video because some of them are comical. I do not snore. I'm dreaming I'm a train. That is just, I don't know, I crack myself up when I read that. I mean, these are just so cool. So make sure you check this guy out online, and if he has, JD's t-shirts here. These shows also have vendors who sell books and magazines and other information. We have Trainworks parts. For those who not know, they sell a lot of Lionel replacement parts for older Lionel stuff. Some baseball caps being sold in quite a few railroad names here we're looking at. Stuart from Mecca, the Metropolitan TCA, was at the show. So shout out to Stuart. I'm going to try and sell this stuff for you here. What you're looking at are very limited edition Carnation Milk refrigerated cars made exclusively for Mecca, and you can only buy them from Mecca. I have a ton of people want me to come to the Allentown Spring Fall train meet. I mean, they're beating me up, so I have to think about it seriously now. Seen a couple calling cards from a couple YouTube channels. Try Googling. He's subscribed to my channel and also, watches my live shows and chat. Then we have Boxcar Jerry. I haven't heard of him, but I'm going to check him out, see what he does. I mean, that's what it's all about, supporting each other on the YouTube community, correct? I think so. That's why I don't mind showing these. So another great day at a train show. It's the end of the day for Dakman Productions at the Greenberg train show here in Delaware, Wilmington, Delaware, February of 2022 at the Chase Center on the waterfront here. And it's been a great day at the train show for sure. And met, again, a lot of cool people came up to me and greeted me and recognized me. Thank you for coming up to me and recognizing me and who I am. And it was great meeting everybody today. Once again, another great show and wonderful people just coming up to me all day long. Thank you very much. Even though, this is a smaller show, I still like coming out because you never know what you're going to find or who you're going to meet. And met Eric Treyman on YouTube. He was here selling trains. He's got a cool O-gauge video and or YouTube channel, so check him out. Also seen that there was a couple other YouTube channels here as well. I found their little flyers sitting on the table, which is a cool idea. I never thought of that, but it seems like a lot of work to me, so I probably won't end up doing that. But it's still a cool idea to get yourself recognized out there. So, I hope to see you at the next train show, and we'll catch you guys later. Bye.